We are motherfucking live. Steve Shields is in the building on your motherfucking ass. No Ramon again. Ramon, come home. You said you was just going to get some milk, nigga. The baby's missing you, daddy. Steve, do you have anything for the people? You have 10 seconds to say it.
10 seconds. Hello to the people. Just, this is the best day of my life.
My N-word. See, wait, hold on. Let me click the thing. We're gonna, oh, it's 11. We're gonna see you motherfuckers on the other side.
Yeah.
Bastards All Day, Bad Waves is a radio show based in reality, and the views and opinions of on-the-air personalities do not represent Q4 Radio and are solely for entertainment purposes. You see, this broadcast includes bastards with adult language, bastards with adult themes, and bastards with partial nudity. Listener discretion is advised. Pete motherfucking. So if you're a bitch nigga with pretty-ass delicacies looming in your crusty ass from dangling participles and real shit, call the show directly or turn the channel. You.
Give me the throne, rack up the finer things. I am Messiah, higher than highest beat. Give me the throne, rack up the finer things. I am Messiah, higher than highest beat.
Sipping a go, all this good for my soul. Why don't you pour up some more? I'm different, you know. I'm kinda like water to snow. I'm crazy loco, popping, not stopping. New album is dropping, sound like a damn miracle. Do not tell where, I just attack, only with facts. Please don't be mad, I'm an original as a first sin. Bite on my apple, you'll downfall again. I ain't been playing, I'm coming to win. Bustin' a UE, I be there in 10. Nah, never gave a fuck, and I probably never will. Got on, yeah, hope in my cup. Grab the plug, need a meal.
Give me the throne, rack up the finer things. I am Messiah, higher than highest beat. Give me the throne, rack up the finer things. I am Messiah, higher than highest beat.
I was resting my flow, taking notes on the low. Learn to hone the crab, been Bryce Harper with the bat. Now, Saki on Saki, liver is 90, divine intervention like I'm Illuminati. I ain't to be tested, will never be rested. Somebody told Khaled that me is the best. Please look at the dresses that follow around. I'd be better keeping my feet on the ground. Danny is God, his head in the clouds. I'm shut up, you ain't know until now? Oh, ain't know until now? How? OMG, holy cow, I'm vile, I'm fire. My voice is a sniper, my verses are verbally vapor.
Give me the throne, rack up the finer things. I am Messiah, higher than highest beat. Give me the throne, rack up the finer things. I am Messiah, higher than highest beat. Give me the throne, rack up the finer things. I am Messiah, higher than highest beat. Give me the throne, rack up the finer things. I am Messiah, higher than highest beat.
Beloved gang, baby.
Yeah. It's 11 something on a Thursday. That means it's time for you to go ahead and splash in these young ass bad waves. Now, before we say or do anything, I gotta tell y'all, let y'all know that Ramon is not in the building today. If your funky ass would watch our stream, you would know that Ramon was not in the building. But shout out to your funky ass if you actually come back to watch it. Shout out to everybody's funky ass that comes back to watch it. And everybody's funky ass is listening right now. Shout out to y'all. Because we are creeping around the corners, dipping through the grass. Right back on your little funky ass. Ramon is not here. He has a family engagement that he has to attend to today. So shout out to Ramon. Big up and big respect to Ramon. He helped me set up this technology today because I am stupid. I mean, you believe it or not, no teacher in my high school thought so. That wasn't unless we're talking about junior year. Junior year was a blast.
That was kind of when everything started getting good for me, almost.
You want to lean into that microphone, big dog?
Yes,
Speaking of the big dog over there, we got in the building, y'all, a very special guest, a dear friend, an old friend of mine, as well as to the whole beloved gang, the whole clique gang.
Beloved gang, baby.
Brother Steve Shields is in the building. Brother Shields. Brother Shields, can you tell us just a little bit about yourself, big dog?
I'm 5'10". I have dark salt and pepper hair and blue eyes.
All right, make sure to always lean into that microphone, Brother Shields, and make sure not to rest your beverage on that table. There are signs.
Anywhere up there.
Okay, that's the same thing a lot of people said on first dates with unattractive people. So, Brother Shields, what else? Like, why are you in the building? Tell these mother sucks about yourself, who you are, what you do, what you don't do, what you like, your turn-offs, your turn-ons. Are you single, Daddy?
I was trying to tell you that before. I thought I clarified everything, but no. You and me go way back. Probably almost 40 years.
40 years.
I'm kind of bad at math, but
40
maybe 15
years.
Somewhere between 15 and 40 years.
Damn sure ain't 40 years.
Not to date ourselves, but yeah. Currently, not doing too much comedy. But it is what it is. Shout out to Beer Belly Open Mic. But yeah,
Respect.
just bartending. I'm a bartender that is almost 6 years without a drink. So I'm kind of like I'm like an oven that cooks pottery. I'm killing it. That was terrible.
Oh, Mr. Shields, one thing that you should better do, like I do, especially when it comes to you, believe in the things that you were saying and what you're doing, Brother Shields. I believe in you. And just out of the love of the game, there's something we have to say. And again, we miss this, brother. We will be remiss without doing this because we do this bit every week. Most people love it. Some people actually don't like it, but I don't. But guess what? We don't give a good damn what they like and what they don't. So we got to give a big respect to my dear friend and colleague who, again, is not here. He has a family engagement. We got to give a big shout out to Ramon, the Savage Slayer Smith, a.k.a. Don't Stop Moaning. Come on, Moaning. I'll say yeah. 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 Because you make me feel my homie Moaning. My homie Moaning. My homie Moaning. And I feel alright. I say yeah. Yeah! Yeah! Woo! Oh my goodness. I am always salty when he's not here and we don't do that. We literally we did a remix last week with Chris Jones where we switched it up just because. Moaning, you know I love you, moaning. You. All right. Thank you, Steve, for indulging in that with me. And feel free to say yeah next time. For those of us funky asses who do not watch this stream, Steve was mouthing the words yeah.
I just didn't sing it because the voice on the record sounds pretty good.
Thanks. We recorded that live. No. No. Oh my goodness. It determines that was a lie. No, we did not. I'm not going to tell you how that was cut and edited, but I did it. So with that being said, while we're kissing my ass, let's continue to pucker up. My name is Warren Phoenix Johnson, but the correct pronunciation of my name is the Big Bad Warren Phoenix Johnson.
You guys like that shit?
Like this game?
The Asiatic Black Man backhand on the business. And speaking of some of this business, let me tell you how it's going down today. We're going to roll into our news segment, a little segment we like to call You May Have, because you may have heard and you may have not. Then we're going to roll into the Hakaman Hookup, where we salute essential workers giving us our essential needs. And then we're going to roll into the ins and outs, relationship advice, where we crack open a novel of one of our love lives and realize that Brother Shields is a player from the Himalayas. Sprinkle me, man. Shout out to E40. That's an E40 reference. And we will not get to Ayo What Man. That is a segment that some call trash talk, but the streets know it as prophecy. Before we move any further, Brother Shields, tell us something about that week, Daddy.
Have you been checking out the news this week?
It all depends on which news are you talking about. I mean, we're not doing that
We're not
segment.
doing news yet?
No, we're just talking about you personally.
Me personally.
In your life. What's been happening this week?
I got a new job maybe lined up. That's kind of fun. It's kind of exciting. But I have to go audition for the job first. You have to do this thing called the stage when you're in the hospitality industry. You have to go show up and work for a day. It's like it's kind of like an acting gig.
You want to lean into the mic again?
Sorry, I just have terrible posture. Terrible at talking into these tubes. But yeah, I've got that going on.
That's not what she said. All right, I'm sorry. Go ahead. So
You got me.
No, I didn't get you. I hooked you up. I told these people already that you was a player. So what's a stage?
Stage is the audition shift that bartenders, waiters have to do at places that it's just like you go in, work for like 4 or 5 hours, see if it's a good vibe, see if it's a good fit, and usually, it's a good way to determine if, it's just how you have to get a job in this town.
Thanks for making it sound exciting.
It's not that exciting. You just have to show up and do a good job for a few hours. And if they don't judge you too harshly, then you usually get the job. So I got that going on today. I don't have a very exciting life. You know this. This is the highlight of my life.
Please don't bury
Today.
yourself here. Come
Today
on.
is the highlight of my life. It's the best day of my life. I get to be on the radio once again for the first time in a while with my man, Warren Phoenix Johnson.
Were you on the air with us before?
Not you.
Oh, but yeah, because I know you did radio.
I've done radio
Yeah,
before.
yeah. So okay, here's something that's going on in my life. I work with children, and I get to give a speech for 5th grade graduation. And so with that being said, a lot of the 5th graders and I are pretty tight. We're cool. They like my little nieces and nephews and whatnot. And so they're open with me. They'll tell me things. And there's a Spanish program at this particular school where a bunch of the kids just speak Spanish. And a little girl, she's kind of newer to the group, last 2 years. So she didn't realize that I speak just a little taste of Spanish. It's actually been brought up before in a little brief about me, in my world of child care academia. They're like, he's even great with our Spanish kids, adapting to the language barrier. And so the little girl was explaining to me how she hated someone on the staff. And she says, I don't like him, Mr. Warren. He is agua de perro. And I was like, agua de perro? Water of dog?
That's dog water.
Water of dog? And she was like, how did he know? And then the little girl with her was like, Mr. Warren speaks a little bit of Spanish. That's why we have to watch what we say around him.
Poquito.
Yeah, just a little taste.
You know what I did this week?
Whatever.
I went to Shuba's on Monday night, and I saw our mutual friend, Amber Marsh, play a show with her band, Dusty Turrets. And they were sick. And that was absolutely incredible. So I did do that, and that's something to plug. Check out Dusty Turrets on Bandcamp. Send them all the money, and go see them live.
Man, big up to Amber. I've been friends with Amber since high school.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so big up to her for doing what she does. Oh, wait, I had another Spanish thing happen. There was this kid, kindergarten, and again, I only speak a little bit of Spanish. So this kid in kindergarten was biting children. And I was like, I said, nosotros no comer niños aquí. And he started laughing. And there's a little girl who's an older girl. She's like one of the junior educators, if you will. She said, Mr. Warren, what did you say? And I said, I don't know how to say stop biting kids. So I said, no, we don't eat children here.
I love it.
Oh, yeah.
Mocking with a G here, pal.
Now every time I see that kid, he says it to me. He's like, Tita, Senor Tita, nosotros no comer niños. Oh my goodness, and that, my friend, is how you delegate some child care with a language barrier. Now, with that being said, we have exacerbated the time at the top of the show to talk, so it's time for you to get into some of this young ass music. And Steve, I'm surprised we haven't talked about Third Floor Tapes at all, or your management.
Third Floor thirdfloortalent.com, 3rdtalent.com. Lots of cool indie artists yourself are on the page. Mm-hmm. Check it out. There's a lot of cool bands. We are maybe someday going to be a talent agency. We'll see how that goes. But for now, we are a talent network of incredible artists, including Alex Borrego from Las Vegas, who did this killer shirt that I'm wearing, this King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard shirt. But yeah, check out thirdfloortalent.com. If you want to follow me, you can follow me at Third Floor Talent on Instagram or at Third Floor Tapes, 3RD Floor Tapes, for all the sarcasm.
All right, well, follow. What is Wizards and the Gizzards? I just I just want to know.
King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard is an Australian band, and they're amazing. You gotta check out King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard.
Because you know what gizzards are. Right?
I do.
And
but there's the king of them, so you have to have respect for.
He's a lizard wizard.
Well, it's a lot of things, but yeah. It's a great band. They've got like 25 albums out in just the last 5 years or so. Maybe don't quote me on that, but they're killer. You got to check them out.
I don't know if I want to get killed by a lizard wizard. All right, with that being said, I will check them out though. Or follow us on Facebook. We are Bad Waves Remix. Follow us on Instagram. We are Bad Waves Comedy. Or you can tune in right now and check us out on YouTube at Bad Waves Radio. You are listening to Bastards All Day. Bad Waves on 1680 AM. Q4 Radio. That's Q4.org. For the first time today, we are going to... Wait a minute. I clicked the wrong button. I was hoping for no mess ups. We are going to break your law.
Because I'm trying to dance, butt naked with your on the OnlyFans. Don't be running from me, girl. Acting all timid, all for these you can call me no limit. Butterfly, the tootsie roll on the Buddha. Whipped cream looking from the rooter to the tutor. I want a manoj, I don't need no help. I'll run a by myself, pumping all the OD. This is Ready Rock. She think I'm on a honey pack, cause I can't stop. I'll bypass the games, cause I ain't cool. Playing tricks on her mind and a true shoe. I bad to the rats, bimbos. You know that I'm an nympho. Marcus Darling, a rock star like Elvis. Can't help it, I'm addicted to a pelvis. Drive by, I'm shooting up the club. I'm a gangster, I ain't no thug. When it comes to these, I'm a mob boss. Cut her head off, she crisscross applesauce. Swiss cheese, so that's on a BS, and that's a PSA. I smell like a pound of got a couple of zips and some jerks through the TSA. They put some shit in the game, nah, it must be a glitch. I make plays like Madden and 2K. German shepherds at the Greyhound station. Some geese got stranded outside freebasing. I need some free bands, ain't trying to be no Freemason. I just wanna be free. Look, cause it's so hard to be a she like me. Never ever trust this the cold and connive and try to take me up top and play with my heart like a PS5. You ain't know that I'm a scholar, make it holler for $1. You don't really wanna squabble, I'm a problem. A whole nother column, a class all by myself. Look, I'm solo dolo, co-defendant. Oh no, I ain't gonna tell them myself. Look, I'm talking low pro bows, so you all out with it. You might as well find a fez and walk around with them. You might as well call SWAT and ride around with him. Call the prosecutor, tell her you wanna have some lunch with him. Keep me out your paperwork, don't speak on me. Round these rap up a pitching cause they cheats. It be the come and jump in my whip. Real, cause I'm the then don't give me no lip. I dress like I sell bricks and I don't take no pics and I don't take no. That's that'll bury you and turn themselves in and live like a kingpin in the pen. Sweet as J's lemonade won't spin the pen. Boy, if it's beef, I'ma spin in the bins. I don't need no new friends, don't need no food friends. Your might wanna me, I'm the cool friend. You ain't just lucky you was my brother before you switch. You's a bitch and your weak. I don't want that. Your sister harder than you, your sister. I hope you meet him like Saucy Santana, and he gon' do you like he wanna do academics.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Sally Green. You're listening to Bad Waves Radio with Ramon the Savage Slayer and Big Bad Warren Phoenix Johnson.
Summertime in OC got me feeling good. Hands up when I hear my song. Funk in the deck and you know me. Let 'em know, keep it up, ain't no party like a West Coast party. I bet you never seen so many pretty girls. That kind of girl that knows just how to rock your body. Fellas in it, hollers, there's nowhere to go. To make me rock my body, hit the switch, let's go. From the Bay to LA to France, all around the world, you already know. He don't care where it comes down from, you can get down to the phone. Rolling deep, I think you know now where you get your funk from. Where did he get ya? We get down in these streets, better tell someone up to me. Where did it get ya? Do it for the culture. Hell fools, bad bitch, you know where I'm from. I'm one in a million. Both fat on the beat, you know how it's done. I bet you never seen so many pretty girls. The kind of girl who knows just how to rock your body. Fellas in it, hollers, there's nowhere to go. To make me rock my body, hit the switch, let's go. Rolling deep, I think you know now where you get your funk from. Where did it get ya? We get down in these streets, better tell someone about me. Where did it get ya? From the Bay to LA to Marseille, don't matter where you come from. We get down in these streets, better tell someone about me. Better tell somebody to get ya. Rolling deep, I think you know now where you get your funk from. Where did you get ya? We get down in these streets, better tell someone about me. Where did it get ya? From the Bay to LA to Marseille, don't matter where you come from. Where did you get it? We get down in these streets, better tell someone about me. Better tell somebody to get ya. Rolling deep, I think you know now where you get your funk from. Where did it get ya? We get down in these streets, better tell someone about it.
Say.
What's up, fam? It's your girl, Crystal Poppin', and I'm here chillin' with the bastards at Bad Waves on Q4.org. Yeah. Poppin'. I come from nothing, I turn into something. I step on the stage and I set it on fire. KP is talking, so bitch keep it walking. I'm popping everything from bubbles to ties. How did shit come from the border, jump into the game and start taking it over? Yeah, I want revenge. I was alone and just hustled and realized I don't need no friends, but I need some twins. I need some business shit in front of the lens and the bright color thoughts sitting top of my Benz. 5 blunts in rotation, this living room twisted. I'm wasted, I'm gone off the hint. My side of the nation amazing. This new generation is waiting, they hoping and praying. I'm staying in Texas, we sippin', we shining, we swinging. 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 I'm staying in Texas, we sippin', we shining, we swinging.
I stay in the H. Throwing my fingers right up in your face. Burning down bridges and tearing down gates. This ice on my body gon' give him the shakes. Check my state. You can go walk for a mile and still be inside of my gate. I'm never on break. When I dip off in that candy, it look like I'm swerving the lake. You know I grew up on Thugger and Paul, knocking down pictures right off of the wall. I hear what you're saying, and now that you're saying it, I just won't send you right off to the law. La Máquina, baby, you know who involved. 2 of the dopest that you ever saw. It's Gaza and Capital K, and you know when I link up with Pizzle, we leave them in all.
We sippin', we shinin', we swingin'. We sippin', we shinin', we swingin'. We sippin', we shinin', we swingin'. I'm staying in Texas. We sippin', we shinin', we swingin'.
Hello everyone, I'm Kaki from Udaipur, India, and you are about to hear one of my songs right here on Bed Waves, only on Q4 Radio.
Something calling my name, a fire in my soul. Don't wanna keep it contained, just wanna let it go. A fever taking over, won't ever be the same, won't be the same. Feel it in my bones, can't hide it anymore. I'm supernatural. It's just the power in me. It's just the power in me. There's nothing holding me back. I'm gonna run away. I'll be the one to rise up. It's written in my fate. Rise up, gonna rise up. Feel my bones, can't hide it anymore. I'm supernatural. It's just the power in me. It's just the power in me. It's just the power in me.
You're listening to Bastards All Day. Bad Waves on 1680 AM, Q4.org. Beloved gang, baby.
Yeah. We back on the land. Liz Nathaniel to you. And before we move any further, I gotta tell you what you just heard. We kicked our whole broadcast off, as we do every week, with a beloved banger. It's normally something from the artist formerly known as Chore Boy, but you can find him on Instagram as Rig Moreau. Look at that. Didn't even play him, still gave him a shout out. But we did our beloved banger from one of the other beloved gang members who makes music that represents the squad, the gang, whole lot of gang-ish. And don't forget who it is. It's the gang you still run with or run from. It's the
Beloved gang, baby.
Ichima or Ricky Bomb. The gang you run with or run from. That's how the slogan goes, by the way.
That's a good slogan to have. That's way better than my slogan, which is just, today is the best day of a life.
It's not a bad slogan because you could say that every day and it could possibly be true. I always think to myself when I'm working out and before I work out, I'm like, this is gonna be the best workout I ever had. Like I always like all the time, and I say that all the time. And interestingly enough, it turns out to actually be true. It's weird. Anyway, no, don't get me started on fitness. All right, so our first song, our beloved banger, came from Handsome Ass Dan. That was Speaker Box Special. Then we popped out of that into Mark Essence's 50 Freestyle. Big up to Mark Essence. He's got a food truck out there in Ohio called Marcus Darlings. And lightweight low key, I'm going to try to see if I can get him to pull up to my mom's play. Because my mom wrote a play that the big homie Steve Woosley is going to throw up. Interestingly enough, Steve Woosley is one of my close homies. We ran with the villain squad, so I still consider him part of the
Beloved gang, baby.
Gang. Shout out to Steve for getting that thrown up. I'm trying to get Marcus to talk to Steve, and then maybe we can get that food truck to pull up. So, man, they got all type of stuff on this man's food truck. I've seen these pictures. The lobster tail, boy, stop it.
They're gonna throw up.
Why do you say this?
I just thought you said that he said he's gonna throw up. I'm just messing with you. You say he's throwing up a play. I was just joking. It's a play on words.
You're just gonna doo-doo all over Marcus Darlings. You're not a darling. You're not a darling. All right, let's keep it going. He said, damn. All right, we went out of Marcus's 50 Freestyle into MoFac featuring Sally Green's Rolling Deep. And then out of that into GT Garza and Crystal Poppins Swangin'. Big up to those two. That project is still going to be in rotation that they had, which I believe is called, can't say it and think of it right now as we speak, but it's GT Garza and Crystal Poppin', bunch of bangers on there. We've played, I believe, that whole album. And guess what? We're going to run that B.A.D right back. Then we went out of that into Hemakakis, a.k.a. the Cocky Singers. Power, which I love. Hema could wipe her ass with a CD, and I'm telling you, it will still play like it's the SHI. H, the she. All right, with that being said, it is time for our news segment. A little segment we like to call You May Have, because you may have heard and you may have not. Leading the way, like a comedic SHI, is our very special guest host, Mr. Steve Shields. Break him off, Steve!
Graceland is saved. They saved Graceland. Did you hear about this?
I didn't know Graceland was dying.
Graceland was going to be, I think, auctioned off or taken over by somebody. But it's Elvis gets to keep his house. Elvis, who is, of course, still alive, faked his death, and still gets to keep his house. So that's kind of cool. Shout out to Elvis Presley, still presumably still writing original music. That was a joke.
I love jokes that end with that was a joke. By the way,
you can't take the house from the guy that took so much from so many. How are you going to do the guy like that?
Yeah.
He steals an entire generation of music and keeps it for himself, and you're going to just take his house? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's very true.
Let the man keep his house. He got to keep everything else.
Not his daughter. She stepped right into a Thriller night.
Yeah, she did.
But then she divorced, so she had to beat it.
Damn.
Oh my God! I just robbed your moment like a smooth criminal.
No, that was incredible.
Oh well, yeah, come on now, don't worry about it, man. You could tell Mike's lore. I mean, it's only his story.
Did you hear the story that Bon Jovi's been telling on social media about how he was at a hotel one time that Michael Jackson was staying at, and they sent, whoever they sent to have Michael Jackson try and get Michael Jackson to come down and hang out with them at the bar.
Okay.
And Michael Jackson didn't come down, but he sent Bubbles. Bubbles.
He sent the monkey down.
He sent the monkey down
That's
to hang out with Bon Jovi.
Gorilla
at the
monkey
bar.
face.
I think that would just be incredible. Monkey shows up with a cigar. He's wearing like better clothes than me.
Right. Sorry, Michael couldn't make
He's
it.
definitely better behaved than me, and definitely funnier, more charming.
Hey, wait, they say Bubbles gets it popping.
Yeah. That's why he's like a champagne.
Oh my God. Yo, shout out to Jessica in the chat. She says, good morning. Big Lloyd is in the chat. He said, send the monkey to do a man's job. Oh my goodness. Let's get it cracking. Shout out to them. Sean Chantel also is in the chat. All right. Hit us off again, Big Doubt.
There's a giant portion of Oregon. Some counties in Oregon have banded together, and if you look at the shape of the counties, they're shaped like a middle finger, but they are going to secede and join Idaho. I don't know if you can do that. Are they allowed to do that? Or gonna do that? Or
are they gonna do that? I don't know if they.
I don't think the people of Oregon understand that you could just move to Idaho. You don't have to move Oregon to Idaho. You can just move to... That's why we have different states. If we all just decided we wanted to move, it wouldn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I was going to move to Michigan, I would just move to Michigan. I wouldn't move the place that I lived to Michigan. I don't understand. It seems a bit entitled. It seems a bit Karen, Oregon.
It is very Karen. That is very Karen.
If I'm caring much for these counties.
Going on a pun rant. Or pun rant.
Am I seceding?
See, look, I'll take that.
Damn.
I'll take that. Gotta drop a come on money for that. All right, keep them going, daddy.
All right. Have you heard about this? Hulu is doing a TV show where they're going to take an island and they're going to do a dating program where virgins try to lose their virginity.
Is that real?
It's real, and it's called Virgin Island.
No, they not, Daddy!
And I liked it better the first time when it was just called Epstein Island. But apparently it's going to be a TV show on Hulu. So that's something to look forward to.
You're going to pay in hell?
I don't know about you, but Virgin Island is what they called my lunch table back when I was in high school. But the TV show has nothing to do with that. This is something else. This is not about my friends and I in high school. Just if anyone was confused, the television show is not about my friends and I in high school. Through now. At our lunch table.
Did you say to now?
Through now.
Through now.
We still have lunch together all the time, every day actually, and we're still working on perping the cherry. One of these days, Mr. Warren.
Oh my God.
One of these days, it's gonna be my turn.
Steve, stop playing. You know you got it popping before. You just trying to be funny now. You got it popping.
What would be the opposite of the Virgin TV show? It would be like the ultimate body count. The ultimate body count. You know?
I don't know. I do not know. Everything I think about is like not. I don't think radio friendly. But it's not like we haven't been there before. Susan Messing was here very shortly ago, some time ago. So it's not like we always stay radio friendly over here. But no, I don't know. That's a great question. What would the opposite be called? I'm sure Lloyd will have something in the chat. But like, what would the opposite of that island, of Virgin Island, where all the virgins? I know they got MILF Manor going. Right. MILF Manor is popping, where the older ladies have sex with. So they're young guys. At least this is the first season. The young guys come in and they try to sleep with older women, but the older women are moms, but they're like their moms. So potentially, if you and I go on an island, we could probably sleep with one another's mommy.
Oh, that's weird.
And they had a whole show about it. They had a whole show about it.
They didn't tell us?
They didn't. No, they didn't tell me. I saw it. It came out.
Oh, okay.
And there's a season 2.
Okay.
Yeah, season 2 right now. And,
was my mom on it?
No, your mom was not
God.
on. Nor was mine.
Oh, okay. Just making sure. Okay.
Ooh, there's something, man. Go ahead.
I misunderstood you. That's all.
I've dated people with children before. There are some moms that definitely deserve to be on there, aside from the moms that were on there. That's all I'll say. What, Jessica? What? What?
Let's face it, Warren. I think we've all dated some moms.
Yes. Don't get it. Hey, oh man, not to bring in my child care story here, but I've been at this particular location for quite some time. I'm very close with a lot of the families or whatever. And the young lady was like, Mr. Warren, who's your Valentine? And I was like, oh, and her mom works there. So I was like, oh, it's your mom. Ha ha ha. And then, the mom thought it was funny and I thought it was funny. But then the little girl says, no, she's not. She's a mom. She can't date. Like what? Like single mothers need love too, little girl. You don't think your mom deserves to be loved? And the mom was like, yo, are you serious? And then she looked at the little girl and she was like, are you serious? And she looked at her daughter kind of like it was all fun and games. So her daughter said that. And the daughter was like, no, wait, you deserve love. Like, nah, you on punishment tonight. You know what, Miss Blankety Blank? We need to just go ahead and have some time away from her over dinner. Yeah, man.
I was gonna say you gotta kiss the mom at that point,
right? You gotta kiss her.
You gotta do the power move and show the kid who's her new dad.
But shout out to that family though, man, because they're a cool family.
Respect.
Regardless of how many times I have to tell that little girl to stay out the middle of nonsense. That is just a moth to a flame. Now, do you have anything else? I know I only said 3, but is there anything off the top of the dizzle that you may have?
I didn't really do much research into the news other than that. I did have one other joke, but I don't think we can say it.
Okay,
we gotta skip that one.
No, hey, trust me. Well, if Ramon is not here. Ramon is our official tippy toes over the fire guy. This is it. Ramon loves playing with fire. Okay, loves playing with fire. So don't. The Isle of see,
here's the
Lord, I can't say that. Oh.
Here's what I saw in the news. I saw that
Lloyd said something in the chat, y'all. I'm punny, Jessica. Thank you. I'm glad somebody cared. What did you see in the news?
I saw that Germany says they're gonna arrest Netanyahu, and then I saw that the people of Germany all responded with. We're gonna start this again.
I don't know if I remember Netanyahu. Wasn't he an entertainer?
The Prime Minister of Israel.
Oh, that guy?
Yeah, Germany says they're gonna arrest him.
So
the people of Germany have responded with.
Why did I stop? Why did I think he was an entertainer? I swear.
Oh, he is. Totally is.
This is one of those ones that I want deleted because it reveals how stupid I am.
This is a Mandela effect.
Oh no, it's not. You are stupid. This is how much when people start talking about world views and political things, I'm always like, man, word.
Can I get some extra headphones?
I don't think you have enough over there.
I only have 2 sets on.
Man, you better stop playing with these people's stuff. All right. You know what? I think it's time for my part of the news. Let's see how I do. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for my part of the news. Now, this is very hard-hitting news, very provocative news, very quickly disclaimed news. And I don't go to any news source, no. I don't go to MSNBC. I don't go to CNN. I don't go to ABC, BEFG. I go to one place and one place only, and that's WorldStarHipHop.com. WorldStar. Let's get into it. Get ready for some nonsense, Steve.
I'm ready for the nonsense.
Some serious nonsense. A man pours gasoline on a barbecue grill and sets everything ablaze. That's right, he's on fire. Now, I would make fun of this gentleman, but he's already been roasted. So, which is interesting because I believe that when he glazes his wife's donut, it's clearly a Krispy Kreme.
Whoa, that's a donut burn.
Oh my God.
It's burning the Burning Man.
Oh my God. A Krispy Kreme. Okay, never mind, Steve. You ain't like it. I'm just going to burn all of this. A mail carrier rear ends a car, then pulls off. Now, that's a crime. And I'm sure the police would consider this postal worker a priority mail.
Damn.
Steve is not giving me anything over
that gets my stamp of approval.
You're not giving me anything over there, Steve. You're not giving me anything over there.
That was cool.
Why don't you add something to it?
Shout out to the USPS. Y'all are always doing a great job.
Thank you. Steve. Guys, Steve doesn't like my humor.
That's not true.
Britney Spears is recorded on the beach showing off her ass, which is nothing we haven't seen before. So there's no need for her to say, oops, she's done it again. But I would let her take advantage of me. In fact, she could become a Warrenizer. A Warrenizer, Warren. Girl, don't try to front. I know about your ass, your lying little ass, your little ass, your ass. You are a Warrenizer. Steve?
Shout out to Britney Spears. Britney, if you're out there, we listen to your music and we have a lot of respect for you. We can't wait to see your new video.
I'd love for Britney Spears to, put it like this. That's one Spears that deserves my tip.
Whoa. Britney Spears, if you're listening.
Oh my goodness!
Just a tip.
If
you are listening.
Why didn't I lead with that? I completely missed that joke.
Oops.
That's a oops! I missed it again. That's one Spears that deserves the tip. Jesus Christ! All right, man. Closing out. Wait, hold on. Wait. Jessica's in the chat. She said, "What about dating a grandma? I have dated someone's grandmother before." There are some young grannies. There are some.
Do you remember when Britney Spears did the video where she had a giant snake?
No, but I definitely remember Selma Hayek with a giant snake from Dusk Till Dawn.
From Dusk Till Dawn was a great movie.
A beautiful film. Saw it in the theaters.
Selma Hayek is
still banging.
Thank you. That's what I was going to say.
Still. That woman's banging like Crips and Bloods.
But the other thing I was going to say is, have you ever seen these snakes?
No, I'm not a lizard gizzard.
It's like this long tube creature, and they're gigantic and they slither around. They scare the bejesus out of me. I didn't know if you had seen one of those things before, but that's something to watch out for. Folks, have you seen these snakes? If you haven't, look into snakes, and if you see one, run.
Yes, not unless you want the bejesus scared out of you. The bejesus.
Don't try to catch them. They look like noodles a bit, but much larger. Britney Spears had one in a music video. You'll see it in the video. Check it out on YouTube. Shout out to YouTube.com, where you can find all the videos for Bad Waves radio show and the Bastards. Am I doing good?
Closing out. Documented idiocy. A new trend is videoed of women receiving cocaine in their booty holes. Now, this is one hell of a quick fix, because usually you gotta turn on a stove. Usually you have to cook. Hold on, wait. I'm running it back, y'all. Hold on, everybody, wait.
We'll fix that in post.
We're going to fix that right now by the host. Okay. A new trend is videoed of women receiving cocaine in their booty holes. Now, this is one hell of a quick fix, because usually you have to cook coke to turn it into crack.
Yeah.
Now that I do it for me and that I do it for the news. A little news segment right to call. You may have, because you may have heard and you may have not. Coming up later, we're going to hit y'all off with the How Come I Hook Up with Food Essential Workers giving us our essential needs. But with all of that, we're going to hook you up with some of this music. This is the part where Ramon would normally tell you the internet crapola. And that is, you can find us on Facebook at Bad Waves Remix. You can find us on Instagram at Bad Waves Comedy. You can find us on YouTube right now at Bad Waves Radio. Tune in, turn up, but make sure you don't turn into crack. Butt crack. You are listening to Bastards All Day. Bad Waves on 1680 AM. Q4 Radio. That's Q4.org. Once again, we are going to break your law.
They got me hiding overseas. When I get my dope, I get it straight up from the tree. Yeah, once it come up a X, you know I get it for the free. I never learned my lesson, I'm the product of the beast. Yeah, study why you down, man, why you on your knees. Ooh, hey, what you want? We go to the mall, finna get everything you want. Yeah, I'm finna cop some dudes, hey, on the run. Yeah, I could put some money on you like this job. Put a pilly in a job. They love me in the hood, like they love me in the burbs. Used to ride around with killers, nowadays I'm with some nerds. I've been smoking, watching birds, flat tires, slamming curves. Tell them what you prefer. I be on Jupiter, I don't fuck with Lucifer. All them ones that be plotting, back against the wall. Guess I ran out of options. Really loaded up with a body full of torches. Now me and God talking. Met a bad shit, baby from Bombay. Said she knows 16, said she love Molly. Bro up on TV, remember all them parties. Nowadays I'm thinking about Rarries. When I get to swap on my car. They got me hiding overseas. When I get my dope, I get it straight up from the tree. Yeah, once it come up a X, you know I get it for the free. I never learned my lesson, I'm the product of the beast. Yeah, study why you down, man, why you on your knees. Ooh, hey, what you want? We go to the mall, finna get everything you want. Yeah, I'm finna cop some dudes, hey, on the run. Yeah, I could put some money on you like shit get a job. Put a pilly in her jaw.
I don't do too much. Shorty hit the line like ice, let's do lunch. $200 just to talk for an hour. Champagne shower, steak with the salmon, steak with the salad. I ain't got a purse, but I still put up eyelids. Styling, no stylist. Niggas eating, but my stomach still growling. Wildin', when I do this shit, bitch, I'm true to this. Stick to the script like it's glitch and wit. I've been doing this, but you new to this. Disappeared like I'm Houdini.
They got me hiding overseas. When I get my dope, I get it straight up from the tree. Yeah, zip them up a extra. You know I get it for the free. I never learned my lesson, I'm the product of the beast. Yeah, study why you down, man, why you on your knees. Ooh, hey, what you want? We go to the mall, finna get everything you want. Yeah, I'm finna cop some dudes, hey, on the run. Yeah, I could put some money on you like shit get a job. Put a pilly in her jaw.
This is Frank Joshua. It's 2024. Let's turn over a new leaf, shall we? Let's see if the Bad Waves people at Bad Waves Radio on Q4.org can be good for a change. Let's see if they can take new music and just support it and be nice and not decimate it and tear it apart and turn it into chopped liver. Let's see, shall we?
Interested only in a solitary life, feeding off the wanton dreams of loving hearts and lonely lives. And you give to me everything I need, when all I wanted was starry eyes and movie love. Oh, but you tried to go too far in
What's up? This is Seattle's Anthony Danza, and you listening to Bad Waves on Q4 Radio. We got plays to make.
Trying to join they club, we got our own thing. Money on the line every single time my phone ring. Sitting sideways in the drop on some chrome things. Do it for the ones that stay sold to the dough gang. Boy, this cheaper than a B-man, the gold chain. It's a little difference between weed money and cocaine. We don't work the block no more, we run plays. Still set up shop OT in 50 states. Touch money every day, several different ways. I could lose it all right now and still be stripped. King crab, lobster and shrimp up on the plate. Even if I was broken alone, I'd still be great. Niggas out here beefing, but it ain't about $1. That type ish goofy to me, homie, I holla. Need to cop some minutes, my balance running low. Another plug anthem like the here go. Slinging off a prepaid, running up these minutes. Asking how I stack all this cheese, mind your business. Let the cameras roll, you can see how I'm living. Made it out the trench, wanna know how we did it.
Slinging off a prepaid, running up these minutes. Asking how I stack all this cheese, mind your business. Let the cameras roll, you can see how I'm living. Made it out the trench, wanna know how we did it.
I looked him dead in the eye, I said, word to Percy, I got the hook for the hookup.
Yeah, it was either go hungry, I chose to invest. Plan, plot, strategize, and hope for the best. Double up the re-up and blow through the rest. Top notch hoes get the most, not the less. Dance to the Palmer, living through the sauna. Hefe with the Leche, Dolce & Gabbana. Tar in my shoe like I play for Carolina. Work trucks and Home Depot buckets full of marijuana. D. Smith era, Piff era. We pitch and fill scripts, that Claire and that Cliff era. What you know about this here, this is grown ish. Still niggas on these niggas in our own shit. It showed me how to dry cook, I lost it. I turned a couple cities on with a plug and a faucet. I hit the corner and I tossed it. They wanna still talk numbers, but I ain't wanna gossip.
Slinging off a prepaid, running up these minutes. Asking how I stack all this cheese, mind your business. Let the cameras roll, you can see how I'm living. Made it out the trench, wanna know how we did it.
Slinging off a prepaid, running up these minutes. Asking how I stack all this cheese, mind your business. Let the cameras roll, you can see how I'm living. Made it out the trench, wanna know how we did it.
Yeah. Y'all wanna know the secret of stacking this cheese? Stay in your peas. Lil' O's and Q's turning to B's, you feel me?
Get your weight on.
I mean, this shit simple mathematics. Don't put out more than you bring in. Always stack at least 10% of every flip. It's a million ways to get it.
Big bang, little bang.
Just make sure that play is worth that time. It's ill. Stay dangerous.
You're listening to Bastards All Day. Bad Waves on 1680 AM. Q4.org. Beloved gang, baby.
Pop, pop, you dropping bodies. It's a stick up your punk ass. And before we stick your punk ass up, we gotta tell you what you just heard. We kicked that demonstration off with Overseas by Call Him Psy. Or is it Call Me Psy? Call Me Psy. Shout out to Psy. Psy's got some new stuff out that I gotta mess with. And I love that song. One of those artists don't actually like that song. That's on the song. He actually does not like it, which I cannot understand because it's super hot to me. They got me hiding overseas. When I get my dope, I get it right up from the freak. Like, dude, that's what you want. And we gonna got some dudes in the morning. We gonna send them off and get you everything you wanted. I can put some money on you like it's a job. Put a penny in a jar. Put up, like, I'm sorry. I love that song. I think that song's absolutely curse word amazing. All right. With that being said, we went out of that into our homeboy Frank Joshua's patent leather car or patent leather car, which again, always every week we say something nice about Frank Joshua, even when Frank Joshua ass ain't even on the playlist. We will say something. Somebody will have a song. It'll be a hard rock or a metal song. Like, you know who could do metal good? Frank Joshua. Like, it don't matter what's going on. We got something nice to say about Frank Joshua because Frank Joshua's that dude. You got to be, I mean, let's just keep it 1,000, 100.
My man.
because on some real liveness, we try our best to have relationships with all these artists as opposed to just like play their music or whatnot. And Frank Joshua was a guy who's like really just was on it. Like, oh, you want to be friends? Say less! So big up to Frank Joshua for being super genuine. Don't get me started. I got an email right now. I need to return to Stephen Voice. Talk about super genuine. We got some new Stephen Voice that we get to premiere. God bless your soul, Stephen Voice. You get one of these too.
My man.
All right. With that being said, now this got to give a shout out to this song, of course, because I actually mentioned something really cool. It's Anthony Danza and All Hail YT with I Got the Hookup. I can't remember what that whole project is called, but it's a project with just both of them, and they do have that retro sound that they do very well. Something like Anthony Danza just had something go 500,000 on views.
Nice.
All independent music. These guys, again, this is all independent people, and he's another one who's super cool. Anthony Danza, my brother lives in blankety blank. And that's close to where Anthony Danza lives. So I'm actually, if I go visit my brother in blankety blank, I'm definitely going to try to peel up on Anthony Danza because he's always got a show out in blankety blank. Now, that is all the music that you have heard. But we are going to now get into our other segment, our little job segment. This is the, wait. Am I tripping? Okay, I got it. It's the Hakama Hookup, where we salute essential workers giving us our essential needs.
I put people on, understand? Streets was happy. Everybody could eat.
Now these shout outs and salutes aren't just for young ladies putting cocaine in between their booty cheeks, hoping to not slip through the cracks. Who are they for? Or maybe they will slip through the cracks. These job leads are not just for the postal workers who rain, sleet, snow, or your rear end will get that mail up to you. Who are they for? Everyone! Word to Gary Oldman, honorable mention to Wood Harris. And with today's shout out and salute or job lead is our very own brother, Steve Shields.
Right. Yeah, shout out to Gary Oldman.
Word to Gary Oldman, honorable mention to Wood Harris. Yes, that is actually what I say every week. Hit him.
Gary Oldman, of course, played Commissioner Gordon in Batman movies. All right, so listen up, Burbank, South Side. Here is an ad for you if you're looking for a job. This is a private eye type task. And here we go. Are you located in Burbank? We are looking for someone who is pleasant and makes a good impression with people, who enjoys a detective type of challenge. If this sounds like something you'd be interested in, please respond with your email and telephone number. No previous experience required. That's always a great thing to highlight. Just basic social skills and common sense. But in the event you've done some stuff like this before, please include a brief description. For further information, click here. You can reach this job by emailing the following email address, and this is going to pay you $400. This is going to...
$400 of what?
$400 in money. And it's going to be... the email address is DBE44C959B 013AC68A9B868729488 D3E@gigs.craigslist.org. Again, that's DBE44C959B 013AC68A9B868729488 D3E@gigs.craigslist.org. Back to you, Warren.
Yo, why you say it like that? $400 in money.
I'm assuming it's money.
I mean, like I'm saying, like what, an hour?
Just for the job. Just for the detective job.
And it doesn't say.
It's just a job. It's like one case. It's like one case. You know, it's
Lloyd said $400 in money. Wow, I'm contacting them right now.
Yeah, we should call them right now. I feel like we should do this, and then we'll split the 200. We'll
Oh,
split it 200
Jesus. Oh, my God. And it doesn't even, does it say what the company is for, no?
No, but the email address was very conveniently listed on there, and you can contact them that way. And that's for $400 for the job, and that's not an ongoing job. That's just one detective case. So you're probably gonna have to just maybe like dissolve a body or something. I don't know.
It sounds so shady.
What would you do for $400? I could think of quite a lot of things that I would do for $400. Like, I can't even imagine what I would do if I ever had $400, let alone get paid $400 just for one gig. Like, that would be, woo.
Oh my God! Dude,
Sorry,
like it does. Like what? Like it's.
I think you join the 1% when you get this detective job, also, at least temporarily, until you drop below maybe 350 or 300. Oh, yeah. 400 is like, that's 100, 200.
No, stop. I want to contact them. I would love to actually follow up to find out what they are asking for that requires no previous experience.
Can we call them? There's a phone number.
There's a phone number?
The phone number is 914-67. Are we allowed to give out this phone number?
I don't know. I'm not gonna. Let's not give it out.
Okay,
but
let's just give out the first few digits, and then they can.
Don't dox them. What we could probably do, if we have time, is if we have time, maybe call them on speakerphone, turn up one of the microphones,
okay,
and inquire.
Okay,
that's what we can do. If we have time after the ins and outs relationship advice, so we don't have the Turtle Club. Turtle Club is a crew.
Are you gonna give me relationship advice?
No, we are going to give relationship advice. There are going to be questions in here. And I mean, on some realness, if you have a question, you could ask me directly too, but they're with my fingers crossed and I'm waiting with bated breath that they will have questions in the chat on YouTube to ask us about, relationship stuff, so that we may answer their questions. And and again, we're not gurus, but we're just taking a stance, or not even a stance, but how would we handle the situation if we were in it? But that's the segment that's coming up next. There's a whole way to introduce it and everything. We didn't do that just now though. But if we get past that segment and we have enough time, I would be down to call them on the air and be like, "Yo, what is required?"
Right.
You know what I mean? Am I following someone around? Am I taking pictures? Am I simply, or is this a whole thing where they just gonna try to, get you in a leather outfit and put a rubber ball in your mouth? You don't know.
That sounds awesome too.
I mean, it's $400, Steve.
It sounds like you're talking like a ball, like a sports, like playing a game, like some kind of like, I don't know,
a sex game.
Oh, that's. Again, not my department.
Come on now, some gizzards. You don't want your gizzards handled by the lizard wizard?
I don't eat the gizzards, but I'll listen to them.
Oh my goodness! All right, that'll do it for the How Come On Hookup, where we salute essential workers giving us our essential needs.
I put people on, understand? Streets was happy. Everybody could eat.
Now, these shout outs and salutes aren't just for the people that will do damn near anything for $400. Who are they for? Everyone! No, these shout outs and salutes aren't for the person who was just working a job in a kitchen, but now he's Magnum PI. Talk about dating yourself. Who? No! These shout outs and salutes aren't just for the people who can remember to put in every single letter in the alphabet, every number in creation into a single email at gigs.com. Who are they for? Word to Gary Oldman, honorable mention to Wood Harris. When we come back, we're going to go into the ins and outs, relationship advice. We crack open the novel of one of our love lives and figure out how much will it cost for Steve to lose his virginity. And by the way, he's not a virgin. That's a bit, okay? Because I know some young ladies are afraid of virgins. and I've heard this. I've heard that some women do not like a man with no experience, Steve.
Right. That's what happened to me. This girl one time didn't like that I had no experience, so she made me have the experience with her. But I don't want to talk about that right now.
Sounds like my type of gal. All right, before all that, we're going to get up into some of this young ass music. What is Shantae? Call them on the air and say, are y'all N-words hiring? Yeah, that'll definitely keep us on air, Sean. Thanks for that great advice. Well, we're going to hook y'all N-words up with some of this music. If you are looking for us on Facebook, you can find us on Bad Waves Remix. If you're looking for us on Instagram. Oh, no, the TikTok is going to the grave, actually. But if you're looking for us on Instagram, you can find us on Bad Waves Comedy. If you're looking for us on YouTube, you can find us on Bad Waves Radio. Shout out to the people that's been subscribing. Our subscribers have gone up a little taste, just a little something, just a little piece of bump. Yeah. So shout out to y'all who are actually clicking subscribe on this crap. But before all of that, you can subscribe to some of this music you hear from some of the hottest independent artists from all over the world. You are listening to Bastards All Day, Bad Waves on 1680 AM, Q4 Radio. That's Q4.org. Once again, we are going to get the blicky up.
Tricky sucker. Sometimes he comes in and then he don't wanna leave, but I made him a promise, and whenever I feel him, I gotta let him I gotta let him in, cause he just wanna move. But he doesn't have a body. All he needs a body. So I gotta let him in. So I gotta let him in. Cause he just wanna move. On the counter. On the counter. Let's go. So we gotta let him in. Another got two. We gotta let him in. Three. On the one. One more time. On the counter. On the counter. Let's go. We wanna
Hi, this is Nigerian-Canadian artist Stephen Voice, and you're about to listen to my music right here on Bad Waves, only on Q4.org.
We can talk about good things and talk about bad things too. Show me what it looks like, and I'll show you what mine can do. I like the way you hold that. Work it in between those lips. Can I show you what I'm good at? Making these buckles. I heard the rumor side the mind. Feels the rumor based the fine. I'm attracted to your nasty. It will catch up, give them time. I know the world is on your shoulders. Let me help alleviate. Let them watch those mother suckers. You're a freak like me. Let me finesse ya. Give it to the moon, now let me tempt ya. Give it to me, let me finesse ya. Give it to the moon, now let me tempt ya. Give it to me.
Oh my god, what the I really wanna try what you're into. I get bored when we're just two. Freaky boy, we can do it in a loop. Your finger licking good. You could put me in a mood. I want it all, need it all right now. So
I heard the rumor side the mind. Feels the rumor based the fine. I'm attracted to your nasty. It will catch up, give them time. Know the world is on your shoulders. Let me help alleviate. Let them watch those mother suckers. You're a freak like me. Let me finesse ya. Give it to the moon, now let me tempt ya. Give it to me, let me finesse ya. Give it to the moon, now let me tempt ya. Give it to me. If you're a sinner, I'm a sinner too. There's nothing wrong with desire and doing what we do. If you're a sinner, I'm a sinner too. There's nothing wrong with desire and doing what we do. Let me finesse ya. Give it to the moon, now let me tempt ya. Give it to me, let me finesse ya. Give it to the moon, now let me tempt ya. Give it to me. Bring it back. What you gonna do with that? What you gonna do with that?
You're listening to Bastards All Day. Bad Waves on 1680 AM. Q4.org. The Minute Gang.
La música de Harry Styles.
If you ain't up on things, is you mobbing in the slang and beloved's the gang. And before we move any further, I gotta tell you what you just heard. We kicked our romance block off, even though yeah, I remember when I was putting this playlist together, I was like, does Riddle Daddy count as a romantic song by the Bobby Lees? I mean, if you really listen to the chorus, I mean, she's talking about anybody, talking about a body. And Riddle Daddy, I mean, if you listen to the song, there's some lyrics about the Riddle Daddy taking the body.
Is that
Close
called
enough.
a corpse then after you...
No, it's going to be a possession.
Oh, okay.
She was going to get possessed by the Riddle Daddy. Close enough. But this next song, and I once again forgot to put Tabbyosha on this playlist because it's Stephen Voice featuring Tabbyosha with Give In To Me. I can't, because I was just talking about Stephen Voice. Had to, because I was like, damn, let me make sure to hit him back. Because he sent us some new stuff off his album. And I'm very excited about this album coming out because I'm not sure. I think we have played everything off the last album. But this new one, I believe it's called Audio Shock Therapy. Boy, I can't wait. I I didn't even open. I opened up the email and I didn't listen to the song because I was like, oh wait, we're not doing that this week. We definitely doing that. We doing that next week. But with that being said, those are the songs that you heard in this block, romance block. And now it's time for the ins and outs, relationship advice. We crack on the novel of one of our love lives and find out that nobody has put any questions in the chat, including Sean Chantel. And we are here early. Usually we run out of time to answer some of the Sean Chantel questions. Ramon's not here because Ramon has previous engagement, and his friends, because he has like good friends, they will ask him, they were like, oh, well, let's listen to Ramon and support Ramon's thing and send in questions. So he has like friends that care about him. Steve, you and I don't know what that's like. All right. So
I don't know what that's like. What? I don't know. Good. I'm glad that he has friends. I thought you said he was out because he had bed bugs.
I never said that at no point. That's a horrible joke, especially in this city where bed bugs are running rampant.
Oh wait, that was someone else that told me that someone else had bed bugs. My bad.
So when you gonna call dollars of money for the job? The only reason I don't want to call it because it's not gonna. It might not be a good bit. I mean, we can call them now and just throw this in the segment in the trash, if that's because Sean is the one who said that too as well. Call them, so we could throw this segment in the trash and then bank on phoning some scam job if you guys like. If you'd rather, if that's more entertaining to you, I'd love to put that on the internet forever.
You know what I would love to do?
What?
If we wanted, we could call an Italian restaurant and make a reservation for a guy named Al Dente.
That's funny. So he said dollars of money, bro. Let's go. Sure. All right. Go ahead, Steve. Call him.
Okay. I don't. Well, shoot. I gotta use my phone then.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. You're live.
No, that's okay.
Yeah. So yeah, sure. We'll call him. That'll be quite far more entertaining than people putting in love advice questions as we go crazy and answer these questions, especially with somebody like Steve in the house to answer your questions. But let's see how this bit works.
Are you talking or am I talking?
Do you want to talk? I mean, I probably should do the talking. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
you're better at talking.
I'm better at bull-essing. So let's see how this goes. I'd like to apologize to anybody who's listening to this broadcast today. Okay, your mic? Okay. Here's your entertainment, guys. This is what you wanted.
If they don't pick up, then I'm going to lose it.
Thank you, Jessica, for supporting the broadcast. For those of us, again, who are listening to this, which it always ends up being way more than the people that watch this, I'd like to apologize.
Hello. Thank you for your call today. Please leave a message, and we'll get back to you.
No, don't leave a message. Who cares? Well, there's your entertainment. People who wanted that and didn't have questions. Jessica, can you ask your questions so that we can continue on with this damn broadcast, please? and not mess around with a wide array of nothingness and an empty bag of butt that I knew it was going to be. Of course, they're not answering. Did you see the job description?
I did.
No, I know you knew. That's why you didn't bring it back up. But for those of us who were so demanding of this, and not supporting the segment.
2 other numbers.
Okay, I'm sure they want to waste time with that too. Do you guys want the chat? Do you want that?
Let's not do it.
No, you don't want to do it, Steve. Come on, you don't want to.
I mean, we could try.
No, I'm just messing with you.
Okay.
I'd much rather answer one of these questions that Jessica has. Let's see. Jessica said she has a question, but nothing's popping up. And you know what we used to do, and unfortunately, we might have to do this today. I personally would have a story, and it wouldn't even be like figure out the question or whatever. It wouldn't be love advice. It would just be about my experiences in dating. So Jessica, I don't see a question popping up, and again, you're probably like one of 4 people watching this live, and there's like 1,200 listening. A little more or a little less. It's in the thousands. So. Let's see. Okay, Jessica has. And again, Jessica, thank you for supporting the format of the show. I really am grateful for that. I hope that if someone who would be potentially on this show would realize that if they come into this show without supporting the format, their asses will get fricasseed, and you know who you are. All right, with that being said, when dating, let's see, I'm sorry, I'm messing around with the camera angle here. When dating, why does a man get jealous about other men trying to shoot their shot with a woman if he has no interest in being with her in a serious way? Now, Steve, do you know the answer to that question? Because
jealousy is crucial to every relationship. So if you're like in a situation and a guy's trying to talk to your person, or if a person's trying to talk to your person, you gotta get jealous and make sure that nothing comes between you and your person, especially not some other person who's not, just stress your jealousy, stress that you're not gonna be involved with somebody who's going to talk to somebody else. Just, make jealousy the priority, and it'll all work out. No?
Slam dunk there,
good, right?
Shields.
That was good, right?
Slam
jealousy.
dunk.
You got to have a little jealousy.
Oh, okay. That's what I'm talking about, Steve. Now, with that being said, let me say my part. I believe that somebody who is jealous of or jealous of the person, regardless of if they have the intentions to be with them or not, they're jealous because they do have some type of investment, period, in that person. It doesn't matter if they're like, oh, I want to be with you forever. It's like, nah, bro. It's like, man, even though you may not be my forever person, but you are my person, period, to some degree. So I'm not honoring that. You know what I mean? I'm not honoring somebody being in my space where I orbit, regardless of if I want to be with her forever or not.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, which is a good thing. It's a good thing that even if they don't want to be with you for real, they at least have some type of investment. Well,
absolutely. Just get and be extremely jealous. That's what I've always done. That's how I ended up. Ended
up what? What you ended up?
Oh, I'm a single, healthy young man with nothing but the future to look forward to.
Nice way to say that. All right. After this, let's see. Okay. Lloyd says, I heard once that if a woman leaves you after you cheat on her one time, she does not love you and deserves to be alone in perpetuity. Do you think that is true? Damn!
I mean, if you're gonna leave a guy after he cheats once,
oh my God, Lloyd! Really? Lloyd, let's go.
That sounds a bit dramatic to me.
I'm trying
cheats
to
once.
I'm trying to, wait, there we go.
Beloved.
Yeah, shout out to Lloyd though. Talk about you never loved your ass. We're not condoning cheating over here.
I am.
Yeah!
But that's because I like to do dating right. If you don't cheat, then how are you gonna stoke the fires of jealousy?
Oh my God!
They go hand in hand. Dating, cheating, jealousy. Those are the 3 J's.
Okay, Jessica followed up with, agreed, Lloyd, she doesn't. Just like a woman who won't stand up and defend her man against another woman. The woman that runs away doesn't love him. What you think about that, Shields?
I think any woman that runs away is challenging a man to a foot race. And they're probably going to lose.
Okay.
Because men are faster than women.
Oh, gee.
Generally. Well,
generally. That's it. Right. No, you kept it safe. You didn't pull like a Ramon. Yeah, generally.
I just meant generally.
Yeah, Ramon forgets to clean it up.
I'm not sexist.
We're not right. That's the thing.
I think if women threw baseballs overhand, they could probably throw 200-mile-per-hour fastballs. We just don't give them the chance.
Good work there, Steve. I'll stop you before you keep going. Okay. Sean followed up. When dating, if your partner is shameless, what values do shame have if it has no consequences? Intriguing. What do you think? When dating, if your partner is shameless, what value does shame have if it has no consequences?
value does shame have if it has no consequences? Well, shame never has consequences, so it's a bit redundant. Shame goes hand in hand with jealousy.
You want to lean in a little bit? I mean, you're dropping some
Shame
game right
goes hand in hand with jealousy and prioritization of yourself. And you shouldn't be shameless. You should just be ashamed always that you're, codependent. You're not as talented as your partner. There's a lot of things involved with these situations. They make more money than you. They have your dream job, and you're very jealous all the time of their job also. It's just I just want to stress again, jealousy is crucial to everything. I keep going back to the jealousy thing, and I feel like everyone's over it at this point. They're like, yeah, we get it. We're jealous.
Hey,
we're
buddy,
gonna be more jealous.
No one's over it. See, here's the thing. This is probably way off the subject, and I know a lot of people don't want to probably hear this, but these are some notes here, some like entertainment notes. More than likely, what you're saying is interesting enough to keep someone's attention to the point where as long as you are attentive to what you're saying, it's going to matter.
Absolutely.
So once you stop wanting to pay attention to what you're saying, then you have now given us permission to be like, all right,
Right.
Hey, Snoop Dogg once said, if you don't care, I don't care either.
And it ain't no fun if your homies can't have none.
These are wise words. I want to do this shameless one. The consequence of shame, even if your partner is shameless, is the fact that you and your partner realizes that you, the shameless person, may have less worth than someone who does have shame.
Right.
It is common sense. As a wise man from the cheek-slanging headquarters once said, 2 + 2 is not potatoes. So, hey, people know, man. Like, people know that, like, hey, this person does not necessarily value me as much as they would value somebody who has the shame. So, yes, that is the consequence of being shameless, being devalued. Boom! Ah!
Any questions?
What, you about to say something?
No, I'm okay.
Okay, great. Okay, here we go. Sean Chantel's another one here. When dating, and thank you for dropping stuff in here. When dating, why is my body, my choice acceptable when it comes to abortion, but frowned upon when it comes to sex work? Well, that's kind of an easy one, Sean. Hit him, brother Shields.
I don't think any of that's frowned upon. Is it?
You don't think sex work is frowned upon?
I don't think so.
To some degree?
I lived in New Orleans for the last few years. I don't really know if that is it frowned upon here?
Well, my thing is, how many dinner parties can you go to and be like, "Hey, I'm selling coochie," and nobody will look at you sideways?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't
go to dinner parties.
Don't do that. Don't be cute. Don't be cute. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I just I don't mess with anybody that's not a sex worker. So again, I'm probably just the worst person to ask here, because I think we all end up paying money for sex at some point.
To some degree, of course.
To some degree. And I just like to be direct and to the point and get my money's worth when the time comes, so to speak.
Yeah, don't get it twisted.
I like prostitutes. What I'm trying to say.
You say S word.
Sorry, I like sex workers. I didn't mean to say the P word.
Yes, it's
That's
fine.
a dated term from people that I used to date. Sorry.
Sean says that it's not legal in New Orleans. They may have brothels out there, but it's not legal on Bourbon Street.
I didn't say it was legal.
What are you saying? Why is it frowned upon? Why are people pushing for abortion over sex work? You know what I'm saying? They don't push it the same way.
I don't think I'm qualified to give advice on abortion.
All right, let me help you out here, buddy. Because you're trying to dance around here. Let me do the Watusi for you real quick. So, abortion is not frowned upon because there's a bunch of reasons why somebody has to go through that procedure. All type of reasons play into that. So it's not necessarily frowned upon. But as far as S work goes, it's definitely frowned upon from a moral standpoint. But we've talked about this before on this broadcast, where it's like, yo, one of the main reasons is, aside from taxing it, it's going to destroy the dating landscape. You think about this, Brother Shields, and you think long and good. If you could go to some place, drop your little money, handle your little business, bust your little squeaky. Haruga splooge. Why would you go through the arduous process of date number 1, date number 2, date number 3, unless you were specifically looking for a partner? And there are so many people who are not specifically looking for a partner when they're going on these dates. So the dating landscape across the board would be done, thus throwing society into a little bit of a tailspin that the powers that be don't want that spin to be put on that particular tail. Boom! Wait, that's it.
I did a silent boom.
You did. Sex work in any form is shameful and disgusting, is what she says. Now, and then Sean said, "You said this was an easy question, Warren. It was easy. I just broke it down. What you talking about? I literally just broke it down. Tell me how I didn't broke it down."
I also thought it was easy for Warren.
Oh, well, for me, okay. Oh, maybe that was talking about for you. Maybe that was for you, because yes, it is easy for me. That was a simple ass question, and I appreciate. Hey, look, I don't have a problem with simple questions. I like simple questions. Now, Jessica said that sex work in any form is shameful and disgusting. I cannot agree with that, unfortunately. Cannot agree with that. I am not saying, now don't get it twisted. I'm not saying I would seriously date an S worker or want my daughter to be an S worker. I definitely don't want any of that. But I have a hard time putting certain labels on things because unfortunately I've seen a lot of stuff. So I have a hard time putting those labels, you know what I'm saying, on things.
Right. I just go with the late great Chuck Mosley from Faith No More. It's a dirty job, but someone's got to do it. There's a lot of dirty jobs out there. Dishwashing. I can't really think of any other ones besides sex work and dishwashing. I think there are other dirty jobs out there, and someone has to do them. Otherwise, you're gonna have dirty dishes.
There's working in sewers. I've worked in demolition / kind of construction where we were out at the city dump. There is people who garbage men. Bus boys often deal with raggedy stuff. There is also, there are a lot of dirty jobs. Changing old people's diapers, being a caregiver. No, there are plenty of very disgusting jobs that someone
Golf caddy.
There's a lot of things you probably hear out there.
I guess that's not very dirty.
Let's see. You said this. Yes, I did say it was an easy question. Thank you. Many countries have S workers, and there is still a vibrant dating culture. Bro, listen. We talk about America, okay? We talk about America, Lloyd. Would it be a vibrant dating culture in America? And then also, again, we're not talking about those who want to be married and have a family, a couple, blah, blah, blah. We talking about people that's just trying to let the blicker blast and make a body go blacka. That's all we talking about. So I'm not saying that in other countries they don't got to figure it out. Hell, there's so much going on in other countries that America ain't got to figure it out in. So I do not doubt that, my guy.
So, did I ever tell you about when
Sean said he didn't? I don't. Haha, ball gag. Oh, that was a good bit. What are you about to say, brother?
2021, I was living in Conroe, Texas. The person I was renting a room from was a sex worker. So I've got
Boozy bop.
Yeah, there we go.
You got to do what?
I got to study the procedures, and I got to just see how the whole thing works, and it was pretty interesting. The thing I didn't like was that she rented me the room upstairs from the S room, and across the hall from me was the storage room, and all we had to do was switch the storage with my room, and it would have just been a little more less noisy, I suppose. But anyway.
She probably was a nice young lady, wasn't she?
Shout out to the nice young lady who I rented the room from in Conroe, Texas. I hope your business is going great.
Oh my God. So, Sean Chantel, thank you, Sean Chantel, for keeping us going because we are early.
Does anyone have any more love advice for me, the guru of love?
So you want somebody? Hey, we got a chat that we got 3 people that are active in the chat. If you have a question that you want to ask, we've never done it like this before. I have no problem doing this format like
Instagram,
that.
Does anyone on Instagram want to ask me for advice on anything at all? Just go ahead and click in the comments.
This dude doing his live right now.
We need a question.
So no,
I'm good at these answers.
You are. I mean, I'm about to say if you had advice. I thought you were looking for advice just now.
I'm like a fortune cookie, but in human form. I'm the human fortune cookie, basically. Right? That's what it feels like sometimes.
Well, somebody gonna break your ass open. So Sean, thank you again for hooking us up. When dating, if women think men have it so great in society, why aren't more women transgendering to become men as opposed to vice versa?
How do you know they're not?
I mean, I don't want to answer a question with a question, but I see why your mind went there, because it was one of those, are they or what are they? But then as I think about it, you hear more cases of men turning into women than you do men turning or women. Sorry, I'm not really good at you know what I'm trying to say.
I got you.
But I think I know. I think I know. She said he's trying to end y'all. But I think I know the answer to this question, because I know you don't want to do that. Do that one. So I think that more men are trying to become women, because I think a lot of men are very what's the word I'm looking for? They're very adventurous about making this life change, whereas women, wait, see, I'm getting confused. See, now that is a hard question. Now that is a stomper right there, because I'm trying to figure out right now, like, because again, you do hear, at least that's what I see online. Like, you hear more of those cases. Lloyd said something very interesting, but I don't know if I'm going to repeat that. But
what do you say? You can just tell me.
You want me? I'll do it like this. Yeah, so I'm not going to repeat that, but I think it's more of a thing where, because I want to say that, and I'm not. This is one of those where I'm not an expert at this either. You know what I mean? But like, with that being stated, I think that a lot of women are transitioning into men, not because they think it's easier for society, but because they know that this is definitely a decision that they can make, knowing that, I don't want to say knowing that it's harder, but knowing that God, I can't believe this. I am so stumped, because I know the words I'm trying to use. It's not like I'm afraid to say the words, but like, it's one of those things where I can't be sure, because it's hard for me to pinpoint. Like, I want to say like men are turned into women because it's a situation for where men feel to themselves, hey, this is who I am. This is who I want. So it's a level of assertion of them knowing what the consequences of that outcome will be and them deciding, bring it on. I feel that less women are not as sure because to transition into a man, because I think a lot of the women don't necessarily understand or want to take that assertion and put it into the idea of crossing over into that world.
Okay. So I kind of see it as
wait, let me make sure.
Sorry.
Let me clean this up. Hold on to it. Hold on.
I got it.
Pause. So when men are like, yo, I see how I treat women or how women have been treated, and I want that. And I feel like a lot of women are like, yo, I see how I've treated men. I don't know how I feel about that. That's as close as I can get to what I'm trying to say. Steve?
I was just going to say that I thought maybe it would be something to do with inflation and maybe just overall cheaper to buy the socks that you have to stuff down the pants. But then again, I haven't bought socks in so long. And I really don't know anything about anything, so please don't take my advice. Not on this subject, at least. With the love stuff, absolutely. Life advice, yes. But I don't know what socks cost right now. So if you're on a budget, you're looking for new socks, something to ball up and make it look like a bulge, I don't know how much that's going to cost you. I assume it's less than surgeries.
That is so ghetto. You have taken transitioning and turned it into a trifling ghetto thing. Yeah.
I mean, I'm ignorant.
I can tell. That's why you here, big dog. That's why you here.
That's why please don't take my advice.
This is why we've been friends for the time we've been friends. Oh my God, that's great. And
you could probably also use some sort of like glove or something.
Oh
like
Jesus! Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep moving. There's another question.
Anything that stuffs into a ball. Scarf.
Oh my God. Yeah. Anyway, like I said, in order to
anything that's gonna convey a
let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. All right. When dating, why can a woman be whatever she wants, but a man is clearly defined? But Jessica followed up with, Sean, that's because feminism, telling women they're the same as men and can do anything they want, which is very incorrect. That's what Jessica thinks. Now, what do you think? Why do you think that? And I kind of know the answer to this one too. This isn't as easy as that one, and it wasn't as difficult as the other one. So, what do you think?
You're asking me?
Sean is asking, why can women be whatever they want, whatever she wants, but a man is clearly defined?
I don't know. My mind keeps going back to, for some reason, it's been on my mind a lot lately. Just the difference between the way women are pitching in softball versus how guys pitch in baseball. Like, why is it underhand? I think that feminism should have evolved to include baseball at this point, and I think women should be throwing overhand fastballs. I think women are honestly capable of throwing 200 to 300 mile per hour fastballs, but we've conditioned them to throw larger balls underhand. I think that women could absolutely play baseball alongside men. They're big enough. They're fast enough in most cases.
Oh my God!
Somebody could riddle me that. Why are we still pitching underhand instead of letting women throw as fast as they're capable of throwing?
Oh my God!
I'm talking heaters, Warren Phoenix Johnson. I'm talking unclockable heaters.
Okay. So anyway,
you heard about when women get the strength to like lift a car? Imagine that. Like you put a woman's kids underneath the car and then put her on the mound,
and then make her pitch. Hey yo. Okay, wait. We're gonna answer Sean's question to get the hell out of here. So this is why women can be whatever they want to be. Okay. The reason why women can be whatever they want to be, at least in, of course, the cisgender dating world, is because women are the ones being pursued. As a man, you have to be malleable and figure out how to work around whatever's going on. But again, as a woman, you are able to make sure that your man is standing on business, as they say, be a definitive thing. And those definitive things are a provider or this or that or whatever the hell they got this week. But as a man, you have to make sure to check those boxes. But you as the man have to make sure to be accepting of certain boxes so that you can get the woman and get her and love her for whoever she is.
Absolutely.
But you as a man, you gotta, you gotta be a certain thing.
Can I add a little note here? Ladies,
that not be about no damn baseball.
No, we're moving on beyond baseball. But ladies, when the guy is chasing you, can you stop calling the police?
And that'll do it for the ins and outs. Relationship advice, where we crack open the novel of one of our love lives and realize this has been one of the longest segments that we have been able to do this with. Because normally we're going, we're clowning pretty hard during the news, and sometimes some of the stuff just stretches out. But unfortunately, not like we don't want everything stretched out. But
I don't like news.
I can tell. But you definitely like love advice. This was a lot of fun, Steve. Thank you.
I didn't mean I don't like your segment. I just don't like news in general.
I'm not saying
to me,
you
no
don't.
news is good news. That's what I always say.
Oh my God. Let's see. Wait. Lloyd said I have always accepted young ladies. That's actually a problem sometimes. Yes. And to which Sean replied, icy.
What is that? Could you say that last part again?
Icy?
I've always accepted ladies.
He said something different. He used a different terminology, but he said, I've always accepted sex, we will say. That's... Hit that message retracted! Oh, no, he retracted the message!
He deleted it?
He deleted it! Oh my God! Let's go, Lloyd.
I mean, does anyone ever reject sex?
Yes.
Has that happened?
Yes, absolutely. There are
Virgin Island.
There are plenty of reasons to say no.
To Hulu.
There are plenty to say no. What is this? What Jessica's got something there. Lloyd said, that's all for today. Thank you. Oh my God, that is hilarious.
Is Lloyd looking? We should play matchmaker for Lloyd.
Oh my God, let's
get Lloyd.
Oh my God, I'm not about to comment on anything. He said that's all for today.
Jessica, do you want to go out with
That's
Lloyd?
all for today is what he said. We're gonna let him be. Jessica, low-key, we were out of the dating segment, but let's find out what Jessica has to say because she's been so great and instrumental in adding stuff. When dating, why does a man get jealous? Oh, okay, you just repeated that again. Okay, we already did that one.
Because they're supposed to.
It's very true. All right, that'll do it for the ins and outs relationship advice. We crack open a novel of one of our love lives and realize, I'm not going to lie to you, I am going to be clipping the hell out of this segment because there are so many great moments in today's ins and outs relationship advice. So for those of us that follow us online, get ready to see Mr. Shields' face in about a month because that's how long it takes me to clip this nonsense. So get ready to see Shields for at least a week and change talking about romance. Oh, all right. Now that brings us to the end of our broadcast, y'all. Damn, that was a lot of fun. Steve, you know, much like when the bartender yells last call, you really showed up there at the back end. You really did. That's some great stuff. You got to be adult. You were funny, and you were very cautious, which is much different than what some individuals will do when they come up in this space. So great work in landing all of those. Now, do you have any plugs or any final thoughts that you want to say?
No, this is just kind of thinning out. I just got it cut this morning, but these are not plugs. It might
Go bite your hair!
No, but it's still on mine.
Oh, let's see what I tell y'all. Look, come on now. They call Steve's comedy. They call it doggy style because he'll come in the back end. All right,
you know what I always like to say, though?
What?
Ass down, face up. That's the way I like to sit.
Oh man,
that's my favorite Snoop Dogg song.
We'll do it live.
Oh my goodness. All right.
Bill O'Reilly's my dad, by the way.
I can tell. Oh my goodness. Jessica, thank you for thinking we're great. You did great this week. Oh man, I'm teaching classes, but you're not old enough to take it. It is oh damn, that reminds me, I don't run some names past you because we were coming up with a generic name for my classes. But any information you want on some of these classes, and honestly what I need to have been doing for a minute is telling y'all to go to comedyplex.com. If you are in the Chicagoland area, or you should definitely head out to Oak Park for at Comedyplex. Our good friends from Mediatainment are doing some great stuff out there. A lot of fun stuff. Audiences have been popping. Drinks have been slung and drunken. And I promise you, it is a good time. I'm not... Even the damn open mic is fun.
The open mic on Wednesdays.
That's crazy.
Wednesday night.
They got a hot open mic. How many times, I mean, you know, people plug their open mics, but how many times you could actually just be like, yo, go to this hot open mic, and it actually is like a real audience and people cheering and having a good time, and it's not just a bunch of upset stand-ups waiting to go on. People, and I love talking, I really enjoyed talking to some of the stand-ups afterwards because they had the same thing to say, where it was like, yeah, man, it was nice to actually have a real audience that stayed. Like what?
It's a great spot.
Yeah, it's a great spot. So definitely check out Comedyplex at comedyplex.com.
Shout out to open mic comedians far and wide.
Sean Chantel says you remind him of Seth Green. All right. So with that being said, I'm sure that's a compliment.
I'm much taller.
Yes, and far much more swag. All right. So we got to get out of here, Steve. My final thought of the day comes from the idea of understanding. I had a thing happen to me this week. I know. I had a thing happen to me this week, and I really wanted to be rude to someone. And it wasn't because he said anything bad. It was just because he kind of messed up my party plans. I had some party plans set up, and he kind of invited himself. But then and I was about to be like, hey, look, we're not doing that. I don't have to just tell him straight up. Like, bro, we not doing that, okay? You are not a part of this.
I'm sorry I did that.
Dude, no, it wasn't you. Oh. And then he mentioned about a tragedy that happened in his life. And he's like, yeah, man, I might as well go. I mean, what else am I doing? I mean, it could have been a way to guilt me. But in the same token, it was like, damn, I can't even play him. So yeah, I have a little bit of understanding. We don't necessarily know what people are going through when they are going through it or how they're going through it. And sometimes we do know what they're going through and we forget all the time. So please, let's have some understanding for one another. We are a society that can progress together. We don't have to progress separately, because separately, they'll easily divide us. Our final song of the day comes from Heather Nation, my homegirl, Heather Nation. Heather Nation was in town, hooked me up, a little drank. We cracked some jokes. So big up to Heather Nation for peeling up and being real. But what if she only has interest in the jealous man? Is what she just said. Hey, well, let me tell you something, young lady. You're going to have to figure out how to put that together, okay? Because like I said, together we're stronger. Separate, we're divided. And that could be said the same for legs too.
If it's not a jealous man, that's not a man. That's just
woo! All right.
You gotta be jealous. Come on, guys.
Okay, our final song comes from, again, my dear friend Heather Nation, who actually started off just like one of these radio friends, but we are friends.
As a microphone.
I don't see. Look at it. You should have got out while you were ahead. You are listening to Bastards All Day. Bad Waves on 1680 AM. Q4 Radio. That's Q4.org. For the last time today, with the pool of mystery, it will be Heather Nation to Break Your Law.
when you had so much to say. Spinning in circles and counting to 10. Didn't wanna give too much away. Didn't wanna. Falling for a moment. Will I ever see you again? Will I ever see you again? You found me in a song somehow. Are you with me every day? Shut up with me. Shut up with me. I wanna make it with you. 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 Traveling back through years, all these moments in our memory. Are you running through my head again? Words kept me warm so many nights. Your love like a little blue light. Don't wanna burn, you're already so gone. Am I running in your mind so wrong? Am I keeping you out in the cold? Too many wrong turns, baby, come home. The truth hurts, but you feel it coming closer, don't you? Every day, feel it coming closer, yeah. Like the petals on a flower. You know you can do better, babe. Fall again, replay, yeah. Coming closer, yeah. I wanna make it with you. 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 I feel you getting so lonely. I tell you, baby, come home, babe. I feel you getting too lonely. Wanna make it right, make it right.
But we're still on YouTube. We have to do the after party. The after party is when we say goodbye and thank yous and all that shit to the beautiful, wonderful motherfuckers that come back and watch this show. And also, of course, definitely for the motherfuckers who watch this shit live. Like it's really exciting to see like the numbers change up over the weeks. There was a broadcast at one point that was like looking like shit, like 12 views, and then over the weeks it like got up to 33. Now, mind you, that's nothing to kiss your ass over, right. But like somebody gave a fuck, you know what I mean? Somebody saw what we were doing, and honestly, I was talking to this kid who used to attend the school that I work at, and he was like, "Yeah, another day at work, huh?" I was like, "Well, I mean, yeah, but it's not like a job, you know what I mean? It's I'm doing something with a purpose." Right. You know what I mean? And that's the name of the game. If somebody could pay you for doing something with a purpose, awesome. But like you gotta do something with a purpose. It's part of why I still do entertainment. To entertain is a great purpose. To put a smile on someone's face or give somebody a quick piece of escapism. That's a good purpose to have. You know, so sorry to get all hippy dippy. Steve, you got anything you want to say
No,
to the people before we get out of here?
I appreciate you having me. To the people out there, thanks for having me. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry I suck at talking about myself, but yeah. Check out Victor Cocktail Bar in the North Center neighborhood. That's where I've been working the last few weeks. They've been taking really good care of me, so I'd like to plug Victor Bar. And
you couldn't do that on air, huh?
No, I should.
You had a bit instead.
But yeah.
Yeah. Well, we have to thank all the people who were kind enough to send us music or allow us to platform their music on our little platform. And that is Handsome Ass Dan, Mark Essence, Mofax, Sally Green, Crystal Poppin, GT Garza, Hema Donji, a.k.a. The Cocky Singer. Call Me Psy, with 16th, Ice Face, Frank Joshua, Anthony Danza, All Hell YT. Anthony Danza got a new project coming out, or that's already out, so you motherfuckers better believe you about to hear some new Anthony Danza. Stop fucking playing with me. The Virgin Hunting Fish Club, wherever John Gotti used to hang out is what they named their project after. Great idea. The Bobby Lees, of course. The Bobby Lees, we're talking about breaking up. Don't know if they've broken up yet, but we still going to be rotating they shit. We got to thank the Stephen Voice, of course. New Stephen Voice next week. Let me finesse ya. Get into the room now, let me touch ya. God, that guy's great at writing, singing. He does fitness. Follow fucking Stephen Voice, man. The last name, Voice. Stephen with the Phen. Stephen Voice. God bless him. And Heather Nation, of course. Follow Heather Nation. That's like my motherfucking sister from another mister.
I thought it was Steve Invoice, like sending you the bill for his music. Steve Invoice.
Where was this when we were on the air? Nah, I was playing. And then, of course, the chat. Chat, thank you. You're busting this week. Shout out to Jessica Barrymore, of course. Sean Chantel, thanks for throwing that curveball question about transitioning. That could be easily something to get us flagged, but probably not. Because what I was trying to say is that men are more willing to accept what comes along with being a woman than women are willing to accept what comes along being a man. That would be, again, for the basis of this question, we don't know if you are correct with these numbers or whatever, but in my mind, I think that would be the reason why you see more men transitioning. God, I should have just left it alone. And then Lloyd Collins for the moment of the broadcast. That was so brilliant, and to watch it happen in real time and to be a part of that. Thank you for that. That's all for me today. Thank you. Oh my God, that was epic, brilliant, genius shit. I'm pretty sure too the camera was not on like single. When it's on single, you could see what's going on in the chat. But if it was not on single, I don't know, man. I might have to repost it. I might have to be a clip because that shit was too fucking genius. It was too special. All right. With that being said, Ramon should be back next week. It's been a fun 2 weeks without him, but of course, you know we gotta have Ramon. It's been my motherfucking N-word for as long as N-words have N-worded. So with that being said, again, thank you for my dear friend Steve Shields and from myself, of course. We have to say thank you. It means so much for you to have clicked this bullshit because you could have clicked anything else. And again, whether you watched this whole thing, watched a piece of it, or maybe you just want to be a motherfucker for the algorithm to get this motherfucker moving, whether you clicked it for the music or just to click to see if I fucked up, to see if you can get a moment to clip, even if you clicked it just because you was like, damn, there goes Steve, man, let me see what Steve talking about. We don't give a fuck why you clicked this shit. I don't give a fuck. I'm just very appreciative that you did. With that being said,